Hi, I'm Shel Marcus, Village Trustee of Morton Grove, and I'm here to give you an update, a brief review of the board meeting of October 10th, 2011. The meeting was called to order, and we did the Pledge of Allegiance, which is standard at all meetings. There was a roll call, there was a quorum, and we approved the minutes. There were no special reports and no public hearings and no residents' comments at this time. But President Stackman did have a comment he wanted to make under his report, and that had to do with the village tax bill that we've all received. He commented on his tax bill that went up $1,500 and urged residents to take a look at their tax bill and realize that it's broken down in various municipal boards of governing units that tax separately. And his village tax bill, even though his bill went up $1,500, was only $100. And he urged residents of the community to be able to take a look through the internet to be able to evaluate their own tax bill and find out exactly how much each taxing body is taxing their particular area. And the village, as he reminded everybody, over the last few years didn't have any tax increases, and then last year only had a 3% tax increase. So we've tried to make every effort to keep our taxes, in terms of our property taxes, at a minimum, if not zero. We went on then to the clerk's report. There was none. Village administrator reported that there's going to be a possibility of electricity aggregation purchase research. We're going to be talking about this over the next few months. For those of you who've been getting mail about electricity purchasing outside of Commonwealth Edison, well, this has also been approached to various villages. But for us to even consider going to a wholesale level, we'll have to have a referendum possibly next March 20th when we have our election. Before we do that, he will present some of the options, and the board will have to decide whether they want to go to this particular way of purchasing. He then talked about the upcoming budget meetings, which will be posted shortly. We'll probably be doing that something in November, because by the end of November, we do have to have our first draft of our 2012 budget. So that will be forthcoming after that. There was no corporation council, and then we came to reports by the trustees. Trustee Gomberg had a resolution authorizing the purchase of Panasonic Toughbook mobile data computers, and was done through the Illinois State bid contract for our police department, and that passed. Under my report, there were two resolutions, one for additional work to contract with a company to retrofit certain traffic signals with LED lights, and that passed. And the second resolution, Resolution 1151, was authorizing the bid, award, and execution of a contract with Schroeder Asphalt Services for the 2011 street patching program. As many of you know, we've had an extensive street patching program this fall. It's been needed, and we're so glad that we have the budget to be able to do that after a very, very difficult 2 years. And we think most of the residents are pleased with the road repairs that we are doing. Trustee Thill then had three resolutions. One was granting amendments to special use permits for property that had to do with replacement and installation of antennas and related equipment on the village water tower. And another was property located at 8220 National, again, replacement installation of antennas and related equipment on a village water tower, and approving and authorizing an amendment to the lease agreement between the village and Sprintcom concerning real property owned by the village located at 6040 Oakton Street. All three resolutions were passed after some discussion. Trustee Maria Toth did not have a report, but did want to mention something I think is important to all the residents. She talked about the Essex property, the homestead apartment rentals that are going up in Morton Grove, and they're going to have like an open house at the Morton Grove Library on October 17th for people who are interested in getting more information about rentals in the Essex property, which is homestead. And that'll be October 17th from 7 to 8 p.m. At the Morton Grove Library. Under residents' comments, Janice Chow, who is a member of our Natural Resources Commission, was telling us that the voting will be ending on the Seven Wonders of Morton Grove, October 17th. So if you go to the village website, you'd be able to see that and vote for your favorite wonder of Morton Grove. And also we had Nancy Lenning, who talked about the farmers market, And in fact, if you go to the farmers market, the last session is October 15th, and you'll be able to vote there as well. So we urge you to come to the farmers market. It's their last farmers market, ending a wonderful season, and we invite you to come. And finally, another resident, Shelley Utley, was talking little comments about Produce World. That new wonderful grocery store opened up, and we hope that you do stop by there as well. That concludes this particular agenda for October 10th. The next meeting of the Morton Grove Village Board will be October 24th. We look forward to seeing you there. This is Shel Marcus. Thank you again.